Today I'm going to show how to change the brake fluid in your motorbike brake system, front and rear brake. To start off, as you can see, this screw right here looks like shit. So I won't try it with a normal screwdriver, I will try this hammer screwdriver thing right away. Give it a hit. I would only have destroyed them otherwise. Ooh, look at that. Pull off the cap. Go ahead with this thing. Put to the side also. And this is your rubber seal. This fluid looks not too bad. But anyway, you should change your brake fluid once a year in your motorbike. Because I don't know how that's called, but it sucks water from the air. I don't know how to say that. But it gets bad really fast, so change it once a year. You don't want a failure in your brake system. What I do next is usually suck out the old brake fluid. Because now I don't have to pump all this old fluid through the system. I just suck it out and then I put new fluid in, like this. I use this 5.1 whatever. Up all the way, because we need a lot of brake fluid to flush the system. So as next you want to put on some hose and a container for the old brake fluid. So what I usually do is I have this container connected to the hose and then I go up with the hose and down again, because then I can push the brake fluid through the system and it goes up and air bubbles go up. And if I pull and push the lever, I don't suck air back into the system, because it will go up the fluid and it will only suck fluid back. I will show you. So now I will start with pushing the brake lever and opening this nipple, and you will see probably air and fluid coming out. And if I let the lever loose now, the fluid will go back a little bit, but not too much, and now I can just pump through the system. But always watch your brake fluid reservoir, because always keep fluid in it. You don't want to empty the reservoir and push air in your system. And now we just push the fluid through until new fresh fluid goes or comes out of this hose. So then I close the nipple again, pump a little bit to have pressure on the system, and it feels good. Do it again, pump some fluid through it, but you see it's all fresh and new and nice, so this is done. Because this bike has 2 brake calipers, I'll do it the same procedure on both sides. And same on this side, I will mount this hose, go through this, for example, so I can mount it as the hose goes up first, not down. Don't forget your key. Put the hose on. Fill the reservoir again. Now I give pressure on this lever. Then I open the key. It's an 8mm, by the way. And you see oil fluid coming through. Now you can pump it. No air bubbles, nothing. Only brake fluid, very nice. And watch your reservoir. So if you don't have this kind of setup with the hose connected to this container and everything, what you usually do is, if you just have a hose coming from the nipple going down, what you do is you give pressure on your brake lever, then you open the nipple, close the nipple again, and then you let loose your lever. Because otherwise you will open the nipple, push fluid through and suck air in your system. That's what you don't want. So usually you do it like this. Only if you can make sure that no air can go back in your system, then you can just pump the fluid through. Now my system is flushed and I fill this reservoir again to half the level, I would say. That's enough. So you fill it halfway up. Put on that seal again. Don't forget this plastic thing. And the cap. And now I look for new screws for this because the old ones are crap. On the rear brake system it's same but different. It's the same procedure, but the reservoir looks different. It's this one, located next to the battery underneath this cover that belongs here. And your brake lever looks different. I mean, it's a foot brake lever and your system goes here, and that's a caliper. But the procedure will be the same. I open that cap from the reservoir. Oh, overfilled. Strange. There was too much brake fluid in here, so the level is too high, and I think there was always pressure on the system. That's not good. I need to empty that thing first. So I'll also suck out this old fluid. Then I fill it up with fresh ones. All the way up. And then you want to make sure again you give pressure to the brake lever, then you open this nipple and fluid will come out. Again, see the air coming out. Some air coming out of this. Now it stopped. See this? You want to get rid of that. So I pumped because there's air in the system, I close the nipple, pump the lever, push it down, open the nipple, push the lever down and close the nipple again. So that's what I do now, several times, until there's no air coming out anymore. Oh, lots of air inside. That's really dangerous. And the brake rotor gets really hot, the fluid will get really hot, but the fluid don't care about heat. What cares about heat is the water captured in these air bubbles. This will extend and give pressure to the system, and then your wheel blocks and you fall. That's the dangerous point of it. Now this pressure point, it's much better. Still air coming out of this system. This was filled with air. Again, I work the fluid through until this is halfway filled, and then I stop. No air bubbles coming anymore. New fluid coming through, so that's what I want. Pressure point is really good. So that's where I stop. Clean that rubber cap. You see, this is not as it should be. That's how it should look. That's how I mount it. So that's how you change your brake fluid. Job done.